Alright, welcome to backtesting of this week. So it's now Saturday, and we're gonna check out the whole week on the S&P Mini, and see what we could have done better, and if there were any trades or yeah, let's just see it. Alright, so on the daily, this is where we were on Monday. So don't look at this candle, but this is where we were on Monday. So right here, we didn't tap this for value gap, so you could expect like this to hit. But you gotta look at this reaction and probably at the 1 hour right here. So or probably at this candle right here, you see it going up right here. So you can see it going into this for value gap. This daily for value gap. So if you look from this range to this range, or even on the weekly, let's go on the weekly. So on the weekly, we just stepped into this bearish for value gap, right? So right there, we just stepped into it, and we're having this, not just displacement yet, but we're having this push to the downside while still being in this bullish for value gap. So we're still in this bullish for value gap. Didn't reach this for value gap, but we're still in this bullish for value gap. So you could still see higher. And I would probably expect us to go higher because we had a marked structure shift right here in the daily for Monday. So we had a marked structure shift, but we did tap into this weekly for value gap. And we're getting this reaction down, but not yet a daily displacement candle. So we're in this daily for value gap right now. We don't sweep this liquidity. We don't reach into this for value gap, but we do reach up from here. So let's go at like the 12 hour. So we create almost equal lows right here. We go up from here. And on the 12 hour, from the daily to the 12 hour, you could see we did had like, I wouldn't say really marked structure shift, but we did have this big push to the downside. While still being in the survey gap, of course, but let's look at anything else. Did have this 4 hour market structure shift, I would say. And we could see we reacted off this order block right here. So right here. So right there. We react off this order block right here. And we're now getting like displacement through the upside right here. We have these equal highs. We have this big for value gap right here. So this equal highs becomes probably a target. Right here. You got like a market structure shift right here. Or even right here, you could say. We got a market structure shift on the 1 hour. But we did fully disrespect this bearish for value gap. So right here we went down. And we really reacted off of no imbalance right here, but only a order block. So right here, we don't tap this, but we do tap this. So we did reach for this order block. And now we're getting this displacement higher right here. And we take this buy side liquidity out. So from here, you have this imbalance right here. A 30-minute, on the 1 hour probably as well. So we reacted off a order block right here. So order block, this line is the order block we reacted off of right here. And from here, we created a new order block, which is right here, which we react off right here. We get our market structure shift on the 30-minute. But we also took out liquidity right here. So is there any reason to go higher? If you zoom out, then we took this liquidity right here. And we do have this for value gap right here. We do have this for value gap right here. So there's this for value gap right here, which we react off of. Then go higher, but if we look when this wasn't happening, like is there any reason to go higher? Well, if we look from right here, swing high to this swing low, we didn't tap into equilibrium of this big for value gap yet. So we only filled up this right here, this right here. So this buy side liquidity, this wick up, that is right here on the daily. This small wick up really. We did tap into this for value gap, yes, but we do have this really big for value gap actually, which why would we leave this behind right now. So there is it isn't for sure, but there is reason for it to go even higher and fill this imbalance up more. So let's see right here. All right, so we took this buy side liquidity. We don't have displacement to the downside. We tap into this four-way gap. We reach higher. We take out this liquidity now. We take out this buy side liquidity now, but there still is this equilibrium which we can go for. It has it won't be for sure, but why would we take out this buy side liquidity and then head all the way down if we still have like equilibrium to get tapped into? On higher time frames, we most of the time like we do eventually tap into this. But yeah, right here we take out this buy side liquidity. Let's say we thought that we were wanted to go short right here. There isn't any displacement right here. We reach higher, market open right here. We wrecked off this order block right here. Respecting like perfectly. Let's see if there was like a displacement on the 5 minute. Alright, so there was displacement on the 5 minute right here. So we got a market structure shift on the 5 minute right here. And as you can see, we left a four-way gap behind right here. So bearish, right? So bearish four-way gap into equilibrium as well. Yeah, we tap into equilibrium. We see market go down from here, but we fully disrespect this four-way gap. We have this four-way gap. We go higher from here. I wouldn't say, yeah, we do have fully close above right here. But if you aren't for sure yet, then you have to wait for more confluence. So right here, we already fully tap out of here, but we could reach for more liquidity, which is maybe this order block. So reach lower and reach for this bullish four-way gap. And still you could think like, market wants to go down even more, but as you can see right here, we reach for this bullish four-way gap. So I could just like the same as the order block. So you could reach for it's reaching for this bullish four-way gap, and you can see we have a market structure shift to the upside right now, which is right here. We don't really have a four-way gap right here. We do have one more right here, which eventually does get tapped into. Oh, no, it doesn't. Alright, it doesn't, but that's the only four-way gap right here. But maybe on a bigger time frame. Got our market structure shift on the 5 minute. We don't leave any four-way gap right here. We do have one. We do have a 10-minute market structure shift as well. And we do leave a 10-minute market structure 10-minute four-way gap behind right there. Even from this range to this range, we tap OTE as well. There isn't really anything. Maybe only 5 minute. Then we have a breaker. So we go up from here. There is like this breaker right here, which we reach for as well, which is in line with OTE as well. So you could have maybe have a long from here, and I would target this liquidity. And then maybe equilibrium as well. But let's say you want to take short from equilibrium. So wait, actually let's. So let's say you took it off this breaker right here. I will probably do it off the main threshold. So from right here to right here. And you can see we respect it. So maybe have it off of the main threshold, which is right here, 50%. And then your stop is beneath the breaker. And then you target this liquidity right here. So that is like an option. Alright, so that is an option. So right here we do tap into this order block equilibrium, but we don't reach for this liquidity. So I would maybe think we want to reach for the liquidity. This is PM session. We don't reach for this liquidity yet, but we did tap into equilibrium. So we could just head lower from here, which we actually do right here. But there is these equal lows, and low run liquidity pools, and more liquidity right there. But we already tapped the equilibrium. So we went lower from here. And want to target equilibrium, and we target equilibrium right here. We get our market structure shift to the downside actually right here. Only 50 minute. We leave this four-way gap behind, we leave this four-way gap behind. And you could have like a nice short from here as well. So let's look from the OTE level. From right here to right there, and then OTE. Alright, so we did tap into equilibrium right here, so you could have it like run from equilibrium and then like to the 1 minute or something. Alright, so right here we got a market structure shift in the 50 minute. You want to take short from equilibrium to lower. So we gotta see where there's a reaction. So 50% we reach perfectly right here. We get a market structure shift right here. And this is like a pretty big range. We do have a breaker right here, which did get disrespected a bit. But let's see from this range to right here. We do tap OTE perfectly, equilibrium as well. So there's this big range. So maybe I would take this off of OTE because there's only two Fairway gaps over here. There's this big one right here. All right, and there's this big one as well. But if you track OTE and equilibrium from this range to this range, you can see this is in equilibrium, yes, but there's this bigger range. So if you take it off equilibrium, where is your stop gonna be? This high. If you, and where do you target this low? Just the low hanging fruit. So risk reward isn't bad, but maybe you could have it off of like right here. But the start of this Fairway gap, it's pretty big, or maybe even OTE. And look how much better this risk reward is. So this could have been a pretty good trade, but it's at 4 p.m. so almost 5 p.m. and market closes at like 5 p.m. right here, right? So 5 right here. Yeah, it closed right there somewhere. And it's just almost at the end of here, right? Let's actually look my own time. All right. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh, it's 3:30 a.m. Oops, market open right here. Alright, so market open right here. Just this downfall after tapping into equilibrium. Alright, so market open right here. That's my bad. So market closed like yeah, all the way right here. Even further. Like right here. As you can see. Alright, so this could have been a really nice short actually. Targeting this liquidity. But after this liquidity, let's actually look from this range to this range, because that is the fake out, that is manipulation right there. So yeah, as you can see, -1 almost comes in line perfectly with this liquidity right here. We reach even lower. So yeah, this could help the trade as well. All right, so I do expect actually when we're in right here, I would expect market to go lower. Probably. Let's actually see. All right, so right here. Oh well, we did reach into this equilibrium range. Oh, probably right here to right here. OTE, fill it up perfectly. Look at this respect of this level right here. Actually, this is the swing low. So almost step into OTE, but if you have it on like the 1 hour, and there's from this range to this range, the swing low, or all the swing lows actually right here. Yeah, so we did tap into OTE right here. Went higher from here, so I could expect this to be the draw on liquidity after reaching from here. But as you can see, we fully disrespect this. So we tap into this for value gap, but we don't reach higher right here. And we actually end up disrespecting it. So there's this 2 hour value gap where we want market to reach for this liquidity right now. Because we just stepped into this value gap and went even higher. So this is probably a draw, you would think. But right here, we fully displaced through this, so you could expect the draw to be even lower, because we fully disrespected that Fourier gap. So there's this volume imbalance right here, which we actually end up holding. And went even lower, so you could have this as the target. And sell side liquidity. So let's remove these a bit. Alright, so let's go to the 50-minute. Alright, so we end up holding this volume imbalance right here. And we went lower from here. Let's look on the 20-minute, maybe even clear, more clear. So on the 20-minute, we did get this right here, this market structure shift on the 20-minute, but we also hold this bullish for Vega, which we don't want to. We want to see a displace through this as well, and we want to see this hold. So right here, we went up right here and sweep this internal liquidity after this volume imbalance. So we sweep internal liquidity. So buy side liquidity, and now we still want to see this head lower because we fully disrespected this bullish 2-hour Fourier gap, which was, where was it? Let's actually move this big Fourier gap. Where's this 2-hour? Right here. Right here. Let's go right here. All right, so this was the 2-hour Fourier gap, which we fully displaced through, and we could see it after the close of the 2-hour as well. We fully displaced through this. We went even higher, so we could expect this to be at least the low. Let's look at the 2-hour where we'd look for the low. So we fully disrespect this 2-hour with displacement, and you could expect this to be the low, this to be draw, and this to be the draw. And there's really nothing in between. There is this order block right here, which we could target as well. So we have two objectives right now. So let's go back to the 5-minute. All right, so we got our market structure shift after tapping into this volume imbalance, after disrespecting this 2-hour Fourier gap. So we reach higher right here. We do have this Fourier gap as well, which we disrespect right here. So we reach for liquidity. And we get displacement through the downside, having market structure shift right here or right here. And we already went for this sell side liquidity. And we still had this sell side liquidity right here. And this sell side liquidity right here. So there are probably shorts into right here. And shorts into right here because we didn't reach for it yet. Alright. So reach for this sell side liquidity. We end up going through this, taking out all this liquidity. You want to see this get hit, but it doesn't. So we went up right here. We don't really have anything right here, but we do end up sweeping this buy side liquidity, or actually creating equal highs. So I wouldn't take anything right there. So create equal highs. So I want to see this get chased, but it doesn't. We see sell side liquidity right here. Do take out this liquidity right here, but we still have this equal highs, which actually didn't get up hitting, but we went fully through this. And we got nice displacement on these candles right here, which is actually already in Tuesday. So let's actually mark this as market open on Tuesday. So market open right here on Tuesday. And we want to see, still want to see this sell side liquidity get taken out. But we have this volume imbalance, this Fourier gap. We end up displacing through this, fully displacing through this. We end up sweeping this. So buy side liquidity gets swept right here. End up displacing through this. So from the market opening price. So where would that be? So the market opening price is right here. And all this from above, all this is manipulation for people to fake it out, for people to fake out people right here. So actually from right here to right here is the fake out, which is projection as well. And we reach for this 0.1 level, actually end up reaching for this 0.2, 0.2, this -1, -2, -2.5. We end up reaching perfectly for this, or not even perfectly, but we end up reaching perfectly for this level in between. So you can see that as well for your draw. So we sweep this, buy side liquidity, and we still want to see this sell side liquidity, right? What was this sell side liquidity right here? So we still want to see that sell side liquidity. We take this buy side liquidity right here. There's nothing really clear right here. Let's see if there's anything. So if this order block which we respect right here, don't really have any imbalances right here. End up having a market structure shift right here. Pretty late, but we do get one. So we get a market structure shift right here. Have this reverse gap. So right here, it's right here. I'll remove this so it's more clear. So that was our manipulation. We get our market structure shift only 1 minute. After we did end up holding right here. So you could target this as liquidity as well, which you end up taking right there, but still. So right here, market structure shift. We're gonna short as soon as we tap into it, and there's like almost no tapping into it, but we do have it. And then we want to target right here. Have our stops above here. It's not even I wanted to. So I will probably have it at like, let's see, from right here. It's right here. I want to see OTE, which comes in line perfectly with this reverse gap. So I want to see at least right here, which comes in line with this slip breaker. So I would probably have my entry right there, but we actually don't get a entry right here because we never end up reaching into this OTE level. But that would be like a perfect trade. So we take this sell side liquidity right here. We end up reaching for right here from, which eventually got right here, but let's see if there was any more manipulation. So this was actually all manipulation right here. So nothing really right here. We take sell side liquidity right here. Let's go on like the 50-minute, 1 hour. So we take this sell side liquidity, reach for this order block right here. So we just sell side liquidity. Now there's liquidity right here as well, but we first reach for this order block. So there's still this liquidity that we want to reach for. Sell side liquidity, and we all want to go bearish right here. So as you can see, all sell side liquidity. Why do I want to go bearish so bad? Why do I want to look for bearish trades? Because we already tapped into equilibrium right here, and we had our market structure shift. Wait, did we actually? Yeah, we had our market structure shift. Right here on the 4 hour, you would say. So right here on the 4 hour, we got our market structure shift. Maybe on like a lower time frame as well. We got our 1 hour market structure shift. We end up reaching right here. Got lower. So there's still this sell side liquidity I want to see, and probably even lower, but we go from levels. So right here, this sell side liquidity, but we end up reaching for this order block. And let's see. So reach for this order block right here. And I would still expect this to be the draw, this sell side liquidity. So what we do right here is we reach for the order block, take out all this liquidity and these equal highs. See if we reach for anything else. Now we take all these equal highs right here, like perfect equal highs. This wants to get chased. It does get gets chased right here. So we take out buy side liquidity right here. And I don't still expect market to go even higher. We do have this liquidity still that's protected, but it is equilibrium. And we already had our displacement lower. So we take up buy side liquidity, and still I want to see this go lower into this sell side liquidity level and even lower, because we had our displacement to the downside. And because we reacted off the daily for value gap, right? Don't forget this. We reacted off this equilibrium range right here. And this weekly reacted off this as well. So I want to see actually down for right here, and at least see this step into this order block. So eventually this actually would be my sell side liquidity, which you actually never end up reaching, but we'll come to there. Alright, so actually this would be still the draw. Alright, so we're right here, reach higher, we take out this buy side liquidity, and I want to see this confirm, getting confirmed to like a bigger time frame. So we get a breakthrough all these fair gaps, this low. So actually here would be a market structure shift, maybe on like a bigger time frame. So we get like market structure shift on this time frame, and there's this really nice fair value gap right here on the 50-minute. But like maybe look on on smaller time frame trades right here, because we fully disrespected through these fair value gaps, right? So we end up never ever never end up reaching into this Fairvalue gap, but we actually did take out this sell side liquidity right here. So still, I want to see market go lower. But what is market doing now after taking a sell side liquidity? All right, so market is almost closed right here. So market closed right here. So there's no continue actually. We look at the next day. Still, this is my target, right? When going into next day, So right here, so our market opened. It's going like the 1 hour. We still have this target in our head, right? So let's remove this. Let's remove this. This. All right, let's all remove this. All right. So we still want to head lower. Where are more liquidity points right here? So there's this. Well, more liquidity points for like it to go bearish, right? So this is bearish. This liquidity point is also bearish. Bearish market has to go bearish from here. So bearish trades from here. We look bearish trades into here. We look for bearish trades into here. We look for bearish trades into here, and we look for bearish trades into this daily Fairvalue gap, really small daily Fairvalue gap. But I still want to see that, right? So we still take it from the previous day. We take out this sell side liquidity, and there's this really nice Fairvalue gap right here. So if I look into like more time frames, there's this 4 hour liquidity. There's this liquidity, 4 hour liquidity. So there's this sell side liquidity. There's this sell side liquidity, and then we're almost at that point where we want to see market at least at, right? So we take out this liquidity from previous day. All right, so we tap into it right here. But if we reach from this to right here, from this high to this swing low, we see that there's equilibrium right here, and we end up reaching into right here, which is nowhere close into equilibrium. So we take it to the next low, which is this low right here. We actually end up never reaching into this equilibrium as well. We still did up taking more liquidity out of this Fairvalue gap, and still right here as well, this candle right here, we end up taking this buy side liquidity, but still if you take it from this high to this low, we still didn't reach for equilibrium. So we could have it like on like the 50-minute, I don't know what's first, this down candle or this up candle. So right here from this low to this low, we already take it right here, but we never end up reaching for this liquidity, or we could take it from here. You see we did up reaching this. So let's go like the 1 minute, see what was first. All right, so all right, as you can see, this doesn't count because I dragged it from this low, or we actually took it from right there. So from this right here, so we still didn't create a new low right here. So this is still the equilibrium that we want to reach, right? So this candle closed right here. So it went up right here. So still this it went first up right here because this is where the candle opened, and this is where the candle opened right here. So it actually went up first and then had lower, because this is where market, this is like the what is it, slug trail or something, I don't know what it's called, but it's here is where market went, and this is where it went lower. So getting an equilibrium from right here to right here, when the market is actually doing its thing, when market is actually open, and this is actually this candle is actually in real time. We did reach for this equilibrium, but you can't see it yet because we didn't reach for this. But all right, so we took out this 4 hour liquidity, right? And we are pretty close to our main objectives, which is this sell side liquidity. You can't really see it right now. All right, so it's all the way right here. This is our sell side liquidity, and there's this 4 hour liquidity as well. But we take out this liquidity, and from right here to right, from this range to this range right now, we finally end up actually taking equilibrium. So with this candle right here, right? So if we still want to see lower, then we want to see a short from here right now. All right. So we end up taking this high, this high as well. which all still respecting this for value gap. So we still expect shorts, right? So there's this for value gap. There is from this swing high to this low. There's equilibrium. We disrespected this bullish for value gap, right? We disrespected this for value gap fully, so we can expect the draw to be lower. We took out these equal lows, but this then becomes a draw and this becomes a draw. So we have a nice target right here. So we fully disrespected this. So we expect this to hold, this volume imbalance, this for value gap as well, this for value gap as well. We expect this to hold. This comes in line with equilibrium, and OTE really comes in line with like nothing, only this order block. So as you can see, we actually end up fully displacing through this, disrespecting this level, but we also disrespect this level. So where can we expect this? I don't even have to zoom in because I know it, but right here we went into this for value gap range where I want to see short. All right, so we will see this right here, and we see this for value gap as well, but that isn't the 5-minute for value gap. But still, we end up reaching here, and we still went higher, right, higher, and we never got a market structure shift on anything on the 1 minute. So the draw is higher, right? So then the draw probably comes this high. So we took out this liquidity, but we still expect the draw to be lower, but market just did its thing and went higher, right? So we now went into this OTE level, which doesn't come in line with anything from a for value gap or something. Oh, actually, there is this 50-minute for value gap. All right, so this wasn't the main high, but still, with this nice 50-minute for value gap in OTE as well. So sorry, I didn't see this, but as you can see, we respected this, and we went through this. But this didn't mean we disrespected this. All right, if you do think that we disrespected this, then wait for more confluence and see what market does, right? So from here, I would actually expect markets to like drop down definitely into this sell side liquidity level, right? And this sell side liquidity level. So we end up getting into this OTE level. We end up on the 50-minute, displacing through this low even, right? We do have this for value gap as well. So this comes in line with this inverse, right? This will be the inverse. Then this will be the normal order block for value gap. I do have this break right here, but that's like further up. So right here, on like the 20-minute, we got something nice. So right here, there's the 20-minute for value gap, which comes in line with this breaker. But we did have this 50-minute inverse as well. We do have this, and as you can see, we fully closed our candles again above right here. And so I would expect maybe from here to go short into this level. But as you can see, we fully displaced through this as well. So right here, we displaced through this as well. In OTE, yes, but we fully displaced through this. So from right here, we didn't end up taking, or didn't end up getting anything short. We have this bullish for value gap. We actually hold this, and we went even higher. So now I'm like confused, right? Like there's still this sell side liquidity level, which we want to see that, but we fully displaced through this. So don't keep thinking from I'm still right. I still want to see this sell side liquidity level. You can see this sell side liquidity level is market is giving you all this disrespect of these levels. So where does market probably want to go? Probably wants to go higher here. But why would it go higher? Well, maybe it wants to reach for this OTE in this level. So if all this was getting disrespected and it never gave you short right there when your bias was short, we end up going higher. Where would we probably go? Well, probably into these, definitely into these. There's this low liquidity run, so I would say this buy side liquidity, maybe we can see this level from here all the way down, but it's pretty close to this daily for value gap as well, which comes in line with like OTE, right? So now we could delete this, or we could hold it, but eventually we want to see here, right? Which we almost on this day, on Friday, we almost reached for this. So next week, I definitely want to see this sell side liquidity level and this sell side liquidity level, right? So there's this buy side liquidity level. There's this buy side liquidity level. Should make it more clean. All right, I can't. All right, so this buy side liquidity level where we maybe could go short, right? We took out internal then, but there's this big fair value gap as well, which comes in line with OTE. So I could really have like an open mind for this level to get hit as well, right? Let's remove it. We now know that this level, this fair value gap is an OTE, right? Let's go into like the 50 minutes. So I don't know where we were. Where were we? So we took out this sell side liquidity level. We could move this. We still expect this to go short. We disrespected this. Disrespected this 20 minute or like something, yeah. And where's this? This PM session. Still Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday opened right here. So this was all another day. But yeah, Wednesday confirmed that the buy side liquidity level was higher, right? So where did Wednesday end? So Wednesday ends right here. Where did Thursday open? So further. All right, so Thursday opened right here. And what did we mark out from previous day? This buy side liquidity level, this buy side liquidity level. So where we want to see market go? We're right here, and this sell side buy side liquidity level is so close, right? So we want to see this into this buy side liquidity level. So what market does, it ends up faking, right? Let's go to the 1 minute. All right, so it ends up faking. In 1 minute you can really can't see it, but it still proves, right? So the 1 minute opening is like right here, really weird candle. Oh wait, what? 6:45. Right, is what was it all the way there? Oh wait. Oh wait, what? Alright, so wait, how did I place it so wrong? Alright, so right here, 9:30 a.m. Thursday opening, right? We took this buy side liquidity. So from here we could go like all the way short, but that's the confirming, right? And there's still this, which is pretty close right now, which market open right here. There's still this buy side liquidity level. I want to see that, right? So we took out this buy side liquidity level, and let's look on like the 5 minute. There's this big fair value gap right here. So maybe want to see a disrespect of this fair value gap, and then want to see another imbalance kind of field. So there's really nothing here. Looks really ugly. Let's see it right there. So we fully disrespect this. Like candle didn't even come into this, or still did, but went lower right here. Didn't even sweep this liquidity. So we could expect there to be an imbalance right here, right? So there's this order block. Is there anything else? This imbalance right here on the 7 minute, right? We got our market structure right here. There's this imbalance on the 7 minute. So there's still what we want to see is this target all the way right here. So right. So maybe you could think like, oh damn, maybe I'm gonna catch this move right here, which is going all the way down. Right? Alright, so let's look at the 7 minute. We got a market structure shift right here. We end up fully disrespecting this level. So you could think, yeah, draw is definitely lower, man. Right here. Definitely this low, right? So right here, there's this 7 minute. And let's take it from this range to this range right here. We tap into OTE as well, right? So there's this 7 minute. We fully disrespected it, or well, actually, did we right here? Wait, I gotta take it from this. Oh, that's only 1 minute, right? All right. So only 7 minutes. We're still in this, still in this bullish fair value gap. So would you expect this to be confirmation? Yeah, definitely draws lower. I wouldn't be for sure. I want to see more displacement, right? So I wouldn't even take this, but still, it probably would have been a win. Which is still, if you think that you were so sure, yeah, this was gonna respect and we're gonna fall all the way down right here, I would get a really good entry right here. Maybe would even place your stop right here. But still, we come into this 7 minute right here. Take it like above this high, which is like the imbalance right here. 7 minute, I don't even know. But still, you target the first low. Look at this risk to reward. You would look from right here with like the projection. Where does it come in line? Wow, perfectly in line with this sell side liquidity right here and this sell side liquidity right here. So I'm gonna leave my position right here into this low, which is my first TP, my sell side liquidity, and I'm gonna leave a fucking runner to right here into this 4 level. Oh, fuck that 4 level. I'll place at this sell side liquidity because I'm so sure, right? Look at this risk to reward. We end up getting first TP, but you end up displacing higher. Right. Right. So you could have had that trade, but still, you got to keep in mind this buy side liquidity level. Probably market doesn't want to go with this buy side liquidity level and reach all the way lower, which it did. It does. It still is in this. It still is in this OTE level. Let's strike from right here too. Right here. So, oh, it isn't even into this OTE level, right? This buy side liquidity, we took out internal buy side liquidity in equilibrium. So you could expect this to go lower, yes. But if you don't have OTE and you only have equilibrium, so say you don't even know what OTE is, right? Go learn what OTE is. Let's say you only have equilibrium, right? Let's say you learn it from TJR, which I had as well. But let's say you did, right? So you only know of equilibrium. We swapped internal. So definitely here is going to be my second target. I don't even care about the other ones. If you don't have OTE as well, add it as another confluence, right? OTE comes right here into this Fourier gap. So it comes in line. Why wouldn't we going to go there, right? So you got to keep that in mind, all right? So I have like a position running into this level, into this level, into this level, which I end up never getting hit. But yeah, we end up reaching higher. So right here, we got this buy side liquidity. We end up reaching higher. We now take out this buy side liquidity. We could even take longs into right here, right? Probably. Let's see. We don't take this liquidity, so I would still expect this liquidity to get hit, right? So let's look right here in the 7 minutes, which we had our Fourier gap right here. And if we take it from right here, there's still this really small imbalance on this Fourier gap, which can be filled and maybe one head lower. We end up never reaching for it, but we did displace through this, right? So we're in this level right now, right here. Let's remove this. So we're almost at this buy side liquidity from here at this point. Let's say we're in the chart in real time, right? And we're right here. And we see this buy side liquidity level. And we see market going down right here. Maybe we could take a long right here, but no, you can see market really didn't give an entry right here. There's just really big range. Maybe there's like a breaker right here. There's even this breaker, which comes in line with this equilibrium right here. So I would actually have a long right here. And like the 1 minute confirming it, but maybe this was like my limit. And below this order block right here, having our entry in this breaker. And then I would target like this buy side liquidity, which is like really bad right now. But let's say you take it off the 1 minute and maybe your stop is like right here because there's like another order block confirming this and is better. But we end up never even reaching for equilibrium. So we just let this go. And we finally take out this buy side liquidity on this daily. And we got to keep in mind, which is perfectly comes in line. We have this daily Fourier gap, right? We had this daily buy side liquidity where we want to see that. But we also now have this order block right here, which you end up reaching perfectly for right here. But you could have it like right here, this order block, like fully closed right here. I wouldn't have it like right here, it's pretty big. I'll just keep it like here, and if it reaches higher, then like place it even higher. But it's like pretty big order block. I would even have it at like this right here. And as you can see, we just end up reaching higher. So now we end up reaching for this liquidity, and I would expect this still to be the draw, right? So people are like saying, I even thought, like, why the fuck is market not giving me like any, or me, why is market like giving no one an entry? Like, where's smart money? This all is built smart money. This all is building up. Like everything, like if you look at the whole week, like from Monday to like Thursday, which I did right now. If you look at right here, there's smart money everywhere, right? Still, people would say, yeah, this is the target right now. This is the target. But what the hell? What happened today? Like, why did we crash right here? This is the target. If you look at the whole week, what we all build up right now, and which we all ran through right here. If you look at the whole week, we took out this buy side liquidity. We reached for this order block. We ticked for this liquidity for value gap and order block. Look at all this confluence. So from right here, when we hit this order block, or we take out this liquidity, I would look everything. I'm ignoring all of this. All of this I'm ignoring, right? Maybe I see it push higher even through this right here. But I'm ignoring all this like all this push to the upside, right? I want to see it go down. I want to see it still into this level which we marked out, right? Because I'll explain again why. Why do we want to see lower? Because if we look at like a bear time frame at Friday, I will explain again, right? Friday, this is the end. At Friday, this whole week, it's just all played out because of this weekly build-up, right? People look at 2 small time frames. Maybe they look at the weekly, but they don't really do anything right. All right, so on the weekly, we got our market structure shift on the weekly right here. Look at this market structure shift on the weekly. Everyone is looking at the 5 minute, 50 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, I don't know. But we got a market structure on the weekly, and we're at this point. Friday was the point. Like there is some point where market is going all the way down. That was right now. That was Friday. You get our market structure shift on the weekly. So we get a retrace into the weekly on right here. We look at the daily. And on the daily, we did have this bullish for value gap, yes. But on the daily, right here, we still have this right here on the daily. But we created another bearish for value gap on the daily as well. So we end up holding it. Didn't display through this because this is still the for value gap. Right now we're getting this probably market structure shift into at least this level right here. But maybe even lower. Maybe market wants to drop all the way because we had a market structure shift on the weekly, which maybe wants to target these lows. But we'll see. Definitely into this right here, right? This is all built up right here. It's all built up from this weekly into daily into smaller time frames. It all comes in line right now. You see it right now. So from right here, this is where market opened. Is there another day right here? Yeah, right. So market open right here on Thursday. Right here it opened. Went into this order block, right? And this was the point, like the end of the point. And what do we get at this point as well? We get a full displays through these levels. Look at this. Look how strong the institutions are placing their orders right here. Look at this big candles right here. Look at this big candles right here. Institutions, I don't know who, but so those people with all that money, like all those companies, all those institutions, all those hedge funds, I don't know. They see this. This is the algorithm, right? They see this when it taps into this order block, which is like the end of this whole build up. They place their orders. Let's see on like 1 minute where we can spot them. Look right here, 2 a.m. I don't know. Maybe this was news. I don't even know. Let's look on Friday 2 a.m. Right? Or Forest Factory. Friday 2 a.m. There's nothing. What? Nothing here as well. 2 a.m. it was like, right? So I don't even know how, but there was another one right here. Like 3:21. Alright, so maybe there was I don't know, but maybe there were these these banks, these institutions, right? They saw this happening right here, and they had like this offer on like not even a limit offer on like a time, but they had this offer. They had like a time bomb, right? And the offer went down, went off. The order went off at 2 a.m. perfectly. So they set a timer. On 2 a.m. we're gonna sell all of this, right? And right here, there's another one selling. Look at this, all these big candles right here. Big candle right here, big candle right here, big candle right here. Look at all these. Look at these times right. 350. Not really that one. 330. All this build up. 330. 321. Maybe they were late. I don't know. 311. 310. 2 a.m. 410. 350. 540. Maybe it had to be 515. I don't know. Like, look at all these perfect, like 50-minute. Look at all these perfect times. Like right here, this whole order at like 7:15, from 7:10 to 7. I don't know, 7:20 or something. 7:15. We're gonna drop all our orders right here. 8:25, from 8:20 to like 8:25. We're gonna drop all our orders, right? It's PM actually. Where is AM? Market open right here. Let's make it perfect right here. And where the market open as well. All the way right here. All right. So look at all this. So market push into this order block, right? This plays through these survey gaps, which had all these big orders, all this combined, because they know that market wants to go for this sell side liquidity level all the way right here. Market closed right here because it's weekend and it's Friday, of course, but they know it's gonna go into at least this sell side liquidity. Look at all this liquidity build up. We push into this liquidity. We didn't take it out right here. We make this liquidity, all this liquidity. We take out internal liquidity. But we never end up taking external liquidity. All this liquidity, which is at least this point and this survey gap right here. So maybe, I don't know if I can see right here. Let's see if we can get like, actually this is all manipulation right here. Like right here. So like right here or something. Projection. 2.5. We want to reach for this right here. This is all manipulation. This is where the algorithm is wanting to go to. So let's look at like the weekly. This is all built up on the weekly, so in like months, I don't know where you want to reach for these liquidity points. This liquidity point. Like, I don't know what this is, but that's on like the week. That's like in months or something. But still, let's look at like the 12-hour. All right, so 12-hour, this is more clear, right? This whole push up is actually manipulation for bigger time frames. So from right here to right here. All right, this is liquidity where we want to go. But eventually, in like, I don't know, weeks, we want to go for this -1, which comes in line with like these liquidities. This -2, -2.5, which comes in line with this, the daily liquidity. And even more. Let's see right here. All right, so if you want to go short from here, you want to join this, right? So we tap into this order block, and we don't know, of course, that market's going to drop all the way. But maybe they all built this up that it all happens in like pre-market. We could take like a pretty big, what is it? Pretty big short into right here, which from right here in pre-market, and then stop above right here, and on all the way to right here, sell side liquidity, and this sell side liquidity as well. So that's like from the whole week. And yeah, this is all this explained, and there's nothing else really. This was from the whole week, and let's see where in next week where we want to go. Probably even lower, but we'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you on Monday.